Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let's talk about C3.AI, especially as we've seen kind of a gradual decrease, a little bit of some selling and some fear among the ticker symbol AI, which is C3.AI, falling about 6% on the day, right now sitting at $37.23. We'll pull up the charts here in just a second. What we do have is possibly more fear coming into the AI industry and more fears and speculation, not just among C3.AI, but also the whole AI stock industry on, hey, is this a bubble that's about to burst, or are we still here early and there's going to be a lot of valuation coming into the AI industry in terms of market capitalization? Now, with C3.AI, we do have, of course, those earnings that are coming out in about 6 weeks. So we're going to have a lot of predictions, especially with the predicted earnings per share that is supposed to be the target, and what some other companies and some big people are really kind of indicating or predicting about C3.AI. So let's talk about it, talk about some AI stocks. Of course, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe for daily videos. It's always great connecting with you guys. So comment down below, what do you guys think about the future for C3.AI? Now, if we pop it up on the screen right here, you can see right now where we sit is basically at that 37.23 cents, down about 6% in the day. Market cap right now sitting at that 4.3 billion. Now, C3.AI did have a good confidence and a lot of buying pressure with kind of this bullish trend pattern coming off of that 32 support line. You saw that right here, coming up here, seeing some resistance at about that 42. C3.AI has seen resistance kind of in this $40 range. Where we're sitting at right now is at that 37.33. You kind of see some consolidation right here in the past where C3.AI has traded before. So will we kind of establish some support here, continue some support at that 37, just looking at the trading possibly, or will it fall through possibly back here to around the 32s, or pop up here and test this resistance kind of back in the 40s? That's only going to happen with time. But let's talk about especially what we do have happening right now. Now, investors, this article does a great job saying how the company really is expected to report these earnings per shares of negative 17 cents, and that's down 41.67% from the prior quarter. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, of course. But looking at C3.AI right now with its upcoming quarter's earnings, like we talked about, those estimations are at about 17 cents. Now, a big question is that there are some rumors rumbling around in Washington, D.C., basically saying about things that are happening within C3.AI, talking about, is its revenue really going to be there, and also is the valuation in terms of the price to earning ratio a little too high right now for the stock. This is something that we talked about in previous videos. However, there is something more going on that is affecting the whole general AI industry, and that is with the famous chatbot ChatGPT, which of course became famous in January here, really taking the internet in by storm and becoming viral across the internet. What you do have is the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. They've actually begun investigating ChatGPT. And of course, one of the most powerful chatbots right here, and one of the most popular chatbots with this FTC investigation, you're going to start to see some possibly fear pulling out of investors, getting a little more fear regarding these AI stocks. C3.AI could be affected because they are part of the companies that help clients make use for it, such as Microsoft, such as these different companies that have these different types of pieces in the pie of OpenAI, which is the company behind ChatGPT. So if you have the FTC looking into ChatGPT here regarding the actual privacy and how it's accumulating this data, because the problem that's being seen right now with these chatbots is it's starting to produce false information. And if it continues on this domino effect of gathering and learning more false information, and that's the content that's being put out into the internet, you have this phenomenon that they call here, which is the model collapse. And this is just basically printing the same photo will eventually reduce its detail, giving more misinformation over and over again. That's the fear. And possibly if this continues, and the FTC and right here could be actually a good reason for this investigation to hopefully put a stop to this, and we want, actual factual information to be put out on the internet. So with that being said, you could have some fear coming here into the AI sector, why we're seeing a little bit of a drop in C3.AI, especially down about 6% on the day. Now, one thing that is important to note is C3.AI is more of a smaller market cap stock compared to these top blue chip stocks. We're talking about, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, that have their hands in many different infrastructures and industries, not just artificial intelligence. Now, C3.AI is really taking a bet on AI by selling these kind of AI softwares and these products for companies to purchase. With that being said, on these lists here, Forbes actually just put out of the 10 best AI stocks, C3.AI is still being heavily looked at right here and has posed really good one-year returns. Remember, if we zoom out on C3.AI and just really realize how big that it's gotten, if we go more to a bigger chart right here, C3.AI has really grown a ton. Just back here in January at $13 per share, has nearly tripled and 3x'd in value. So a little bit of sell-off here, I think, is not to be 100% concerning in my opinion. And the reason why being is because look how fast that has gone up. Not things just go straight up. Sometimes they do come down. But with that being said, C3.AI is still a stock that is being heavily looked at. And currently right now, especially looking at the options and looking at the $40 strike price and the options that are kind of trading among that, they see trading options values of about 171,000 contracts, basically representing 17 million underlying shares, which is approximately 59.7% of AI's average daily trading volume over the past month. So option trading volume is really high. There's a lot of people that are still speculating on C3.AI and taking a bet for its future. However, with these FTC investigations looking at the ChatGPT, I believe this, does have an effect on the whole AI industry, which of course does kind of domino into the C3.AI stock. And specifically, it looks like there are rumors and some fears about the insider company logistics revenues and talking about the earnings per shares, and possibly people kind of predicting, are they actually going to hit this, or is it going to be worse than their upcoming earnings predictions, which is going to be happening on around 8:30 right here. So August 30th is coming soon. We'll be keeping a close eye on the stock for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. If you have any questions about C3.AI, let me know. Like I said, your opinion, put it down in the comments. Great talking with you guys. Peace out and have a great day.